Gonna get right into it. EG on that T side, and Mayan, he's in the middle. Stuck in the middle, up in the window as MIBR fast-paced towards A. They try and peek and take these fights with the USPs. It's trades equally. Taco taking down Cirque. He was flashed out. Body shots all around. Bomb has been dropped as well. It's at the feet of MIBR.
Yeah, a lot of little jiggle peeking players over here at the top of the ramp. This is a scary one. Look, they're all just shimmying around and getting the frags on the back of it. Fallen in KNG continue to lay down the pain train. Breezy all alone and nothing to do. MIBR are going to get this pissed around locked in a very convincing fashion. They keep 4 players alive. They win every one of those fights heads up.
Ranch dressing, buffalo sauce all over it. All the fixins. Cirque, though, fixing things up proper here towards this round, at least for the evil geniuses thus far. Fur now having to worry about the backlines as CT spawn has been compromised, and, well, his suspicions are going to come true. Cirque Tarek just on the other side of this molly. They're going to push it. That could prove to be a disaster, and it will.
Dear.
Cirque TKs Tarek and also falls to the Molotov Fur drop. That just leaves little Ethan over here on the B site, and he's going to have the bomb in tow. It's going to be in the back of Breeze.
Oh, what?
Good shot from Ethan there towards Generator on the Mayern. And that's going to be a bomb plant at the very minimum.
Yeah, now both players coming in toward ramp side. Breezy just deletes KNG on his first peek. Taco just armed with the MP9. For obviously playing in that mid position. And that's a bit of a shame, I feel like. Because I kind of get the vibe that he's not really going to get to see all that much action here on this CT side.
What he can see, though, is coming in for the retakes and you know, being around at the end of the round, being alive, rather. And maybe that's what MIBR need, rather than him getting picked up early on the ramp, because that's what's happened to their teammates. Taco and falling. There is a trade from KNG, but they're already up on top of the site. Cirque taking him down. Miss Molly won't be problematic as it expires in the smoke. For here's what you're talking about, though, Harry. He comes in towards A, he gets a kill, and he slinks off because it's already a lost round, and they don't have a kit for the retake.
This map, though, very robust. It does create a interesting dynamic for that AV.
If you're going to save and you're keen to do that when these bombs go down on A, then double up is a great idea because, you know, you're not going to be going for those retakes anyway, right? So MIBR have shown very keen to save in those A side post plants, and while right now, EG are getting rid of the orbs one by one. KNG does find a mid pick onto Ethan, but is quickly traded. And look at the pace that EG have set. They've committed to this mid take, and they've gone all the way up towards elevator. They haven't committed there, though. Going back into B with their player up the stairs. But Tarek gets dropped. The trade is in. There's still a player in the B site. Taco's coming in on a big flank. Fallen buying time with the orb. The flank coming into its own, and Stan in a 1-on-3, not ready for the fight. Fallen's going to take him down.
Oh, quick, real quick shot there. KNG finds one, ultimately can't stay alive longer than that, but he's not alone here. Tons of reinforcements from the side of MIBR, and they're going to start to do what they came here to do. Taco finds a kill into Ethan. He will be traded out. Cirque very quick on the flick. Now as he walks up, this is going to be an awkward exchange, and Cirque is just too quick. Wow.
Certainly not. And that's the thing. I mean, EG's default has been stellar. Like, the fact that these ramp fights have been going their way, they've really only been putting, you know, 2 or 3 players down towards this side of the map. And I think the fact that, there we go, Fallen deals with Breezy. I think the fact that they shut down the attempt at the push in the round prior means that MIBR probably aren't going to attempt that for a little while. However, maybe that's not all bad. This round, they sit 2 players up, thanks to Fur dealing with the man in mid. That AWP on KNG starts to come into fruition now, and this could be a 4th round on the board for MIBR. In fact, it should be a 4th round on the board.
Ooh, surely. Oh, no. It's a little too late. He's running out of shots. 2 fired, 3, and not even connecting 1. Ethan going to spray him down, and Breezy with the transfer, almost connecting, but he runs low on ammo, and Mayan gets a kill, looking away, trying to dodge the bullets, but you can't dodge death when MIBR are delivering it to your doorstep. Fur looks to finish off the final shot, but Stan has kept himself up in middle with a Khalil. 3-on-2. EG looking to split the A site. Mayan's got the read, though, and he's on the wrap.
Well, there's only 3 things guaranteed in life, Hugo. That's death, taxes, and eco rounds. At least this wasn't one, but we certainly have the end of the half here. Mayern left to his own devices. Ethan on 3 HP. And nowhere to go for Mayern. So that does a 10-5 half for the side of the evil geniuses.
Highest multi-kills for his team as well, sitting at 4, joint with Cirque. And he is actually our 8th highest rated player in the Pro League so far, so that's interesting. But let's get into the action. It's MIBR back on the T side. They're going to storm the A site very fast. Ethan giving it up, playing for retake here with the USPs. There's plenty of utility. There is a kid as well, and they've got the man advantage. That poises Evil Geniuses nicely, but Fur is positioned even better.
Yeah, that he is.
Yeah, you're looking at Fur to have to do the bulk of the damage here, though. And all this utility, I was going to say goes in. Kind of goes in, but it doesn't matter. They deal with Fur up close. Trades go left and right. That smoke could have made all the difference here. Taco would have struggled, and he's going to take down 4 with the Glock. Makes it look easy. MIBR, 6-10.
Here we go. Quick A presence here from the side of MIBR. Cirque even quicker on the draw over Taco with his AWP. Pretty close to running into him, but everybody's blind. It's a fiasco. Chaos. Cats and dogs living together.
Could go for a timing shot instead, but that'll do. MIBR absolutely decks Cirque on the boost. Common pre-fire spot. It will allow for the plant to come down for MIBR. There is utility here from EG. Flash setup. Doesn't do anything though, but KNG still looks the wrong way, and Tarek swings wide and takes that kill. Gets out on top of the site, and Fallen can't plant. He knows they are just around the corner. He needs a kill, and he'll find one, but there's still 2 more where that came from.
Oh, wow. Now just 1. These Kriegs are laying waste to EG. Tarek up in the boost, and MIBR deletes him.
Peering very far to the right. His teammate wants to still hold this angle, and Ethan gets a kill. That's a great shot on KNG. Tarek gone in the meantime. And B going to be taken by MIBR. No one here to stop them. So already flanks and rotations coming through for EG. They're being loud on the rotate, and that allows Stan to flank. And MIBR aren't considering it, at least for the time being. Great shot. Ethan doubled up. Second Eager the round, but he will be traded. And the B site is getting overtaken here by MIBR. But there are defensive players in the site. And Stan is still coming in on this wrap.
Can they stop this bomb plant at the very minimum? Oh, missed shot there. Finally gets one onto Fallen, but that leaves Taco in a real awkward situation. He's got to get this bomb planted. Stanislaw on just a P250 currently with no kit. Well, how the table turns.
Yeah, Taco kind of wants to take this fight. He's looking towards CT. I was going to say, he does know he's at ramp, so now attention back towards his side. Stan trying to bait these shots out. The reloads had to come in, but Taco gets it off. And big shot from Stanislaw. That should have been Taco's round all day long. And 11th on the board for EG as they get it done with pistols here.
There's a leg. Showing a bit too much thigh, and Ethan, he tries to take a bite out of it. Not going to go too well for either of them, and he gets finished off again by Taco's wallbang. Back-to-back rounds here for EG. Not the start you wanted. Molotov on the site. Cirque can throw a grenade to deny the plant, but that's done enough for the time being. It's actually a side plant, and Cirque knows it. Going to catch MIBR as he runs right back, but shut down by Fur with the wallbang. Keeps MIBR in this round with an advantage.
MIBR just said, you know what if we just start shooting them through the walls instead of actually taking these fights head up? Because this has been nuts. This is 2 kills in this round that have been wallbangs. Spurs trying to change that, and KNG helps him out. KNG helps out massively, actually. It solidifies the round for MIBR.
An A contact again for MIBR. Look how empty this site is.
Yeah, they've really forced Evil Geniuses out of position in this round.
Well, now, Tracy, talk about those retakes. We're going to see one of them here for EG. They have no choice but to let the bomb go down. The question is, how many kills can they get before that happens? Ethan, I love this play. He's hiding in the site. He's hiding in the smoke, and they're not going to spam this position either. He should be able to get away with at least a kill, and there it is. He ducks out of the round. A 5-on-4 an advantage, but quickly traded as a shot through the smoke connects. The bomb dropped by the AWP of Cirque. Stan's smoke fades as well, and he's up for the chopping block too. Cirque on 2, looking for a little bit more, and the plant's in. The shot just connecting for 5 damage there, and Cirque's waiting for his teammates to come in for this retake.
Yeah, 3v2, Harry.
Yeah, it's Taco's position, holding close. If he wins a fight, it could shape this round in a big way, but now it's only MIBR at the sandbag.
Dear.
Shuts down Cirque. This man has been very good in clutches, but this round he's not able to dodge the Moors of EG.
That's what more means in Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
So we'll stay away from that.
Oh, KNG getting deleted there as he tries to force the issue in towards this A-bomb site. Is that enough to get MIBR to steer away? They don't really have any other options. They haven't been holding on to B. For all they know, there could be a player in the back line, and that's going to be running through your mind if you're MIBR here. You haven't spotted how many players in the site, and also you'd be right to worry about a player in the back line. That's where Tarek finds himself, first planting the bomb. They're not able to deny it. Fallen's holding onto the flank. One of these kills has to get found for Tarek, and it doesn't come through. So 3 on 4. Still in favor of EG, rather, but MIBR dealing with the flank player removes so much pressure. They can focus their attention into the bomb site now. That smoke that gets thrown in, the double smoke setup is huge. That changes how this A site plays entirely. MIBR suddenly are the ones having to try and force their way back into this site. Ooh. They hold the defuse for a second, and MIBR looking to deny it. Ethan back on. Oh, he's run out of ammo. Oh, it's close.
Jesus.
Circle alone, and just Fur left to beat, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know where Fur is. How? How don't they know?
Oh my goodness, what a round.
Walking out of B late and coming back to that A site, but look at the aggressive position taken on the ramp. That's Ethan. Oh, D's going to go around the corner. This could get messy. He's got to run. He's got to tuck tail. Luckily, the Orb's defending him, but it's going to miss a shot. Cirque has to follow up, and he does, but his teammate's dead in the meantime. Flash in was not the play as KNG was posted on the corner. It's a 4-on-3 for MIBR, and they're running the gauntlet into this A site.
Yeah, Stan tries to pick up the pace, but Fallen is just laid down the doubles over here on A, and in the blink of an eye, it's only Breezy left. He was good for 4 in the last round, but this time, this is surely the save from this man. It's map point for MIBR. KNG and Fallen do all the work there.
Bit of a worry in 2020 for these guys, but we've already gone over that time and time again. Let's stick with the here and the now. Tarek on the Orb. Cirque going to join him. Breezy Krieg in it, and I wouldn't want anything else. These aggressive A fights have been painful, and yeah, they're going to go for it again. Ethan getting picked up, and Cirque, he almost feels a necessity to go in for a trade here and try and get a 4-on-4. He does get it, though. Bomb dropped as well as some information furthermore for EG.
Ooh, that's one of the first times Breezy's really tried his hand at getting too aggressive over here towards B. And Maya was keeping an eye on it. That B site now belongs to MIBR. Tarek is fully blind, and this round has fallen apart. Maya might just be the man to close it out. Does get shut down. Cirque in for the clutch, but a 1v3 required and an ace needed from this man. Tries to bait the peak. KNG's already pushed close. MIBR, they'll take the first map. It goes the full 30 rounds, and they are the ones to emerge victorious. They go 1-0 up in this series. Dust 2 loaded in the chamber next. Pistol round underway, and MIBR starting off over on the CT side. They picked it. They love it. And now they've got to try wear it here in the pistol round. Over towards the tunnels, Taco and KNG creep. Cruel. They look for the opener, and the flash is good. The trades go left and right, and with Tarek doubling down in response, that fast rotation from Fallen retakes the advantage and throws this round into a bit of chaos. Stanislaw trying to come up through long. Well,
that didn't seem fair.
Yeah, no, try is the key word in that statement.
Yeah. Make sure that no one was flanking long. What he's got to worry about is Car. Myern delivering 2 in the pistol. I think that's a good sign here for MIBR.
But that's because there's nothing wrong with Mirage. It's aesthetically pleasing. Everybody loves the map. Everybody loves the map.
Yeah, love may be the wrong word. Everybody as well may also be a questionable one. But right now, the question marks are in the hands of MIBR, who are pushing and prodding on the CT side. Oh dear, Fallen, that's fast. Catches Breezy, who gets out through the long position. Evil Genius is bouncing and bailing out of middle. To the catwalk they go. Flashing for first. Cirque is ready for it. Not going to get blinded by that. The flash was not deep enough in any regard, and they can set up towards the mid to B. Fallen can't stop him. KNG has to do it alone. Peeks in late. Good bit of damage, but damage is not what they're looking for. It's kills. They will elude MIBR in this round. Save call being made.
If you're able to hold on to these weapons, you still feel the buy into the next round. So it's pretty important that MIBR managed to do this. That was almost a collateral there for Fallen. Oh, that's a kill to give up, though. And now the long flank open. Fallen, his lifeline might be cut short as he's trying to duck underneath the player down in mid. Ethan doesn't know, but Fallen, this is a horrible spot to be in. And Ethan, very quick on the flick. EG, they deal with both players that were looking to try and save.
Smoke fades though, and Fallen got to be careful. He's going to continue to fight though. This is dangerous. And Ethan is ready for that kill. Fur spots one. Oh, he doesn't know about the second, but Tarek hears the footsteps. Running back is Fur. Tarek going to try and capitalize, and he's found the timing so well here. They're not ready for it. The spray, the transfer, not good with a Galil, and Fur is going to be able to at least trade that frag, picking up an AWP. But a man down are MIBR in this spot, and that split is coming up catwalk late. Breezy needs to wait for his team to be in position to trade this kill, but instead he's going to jiggle and force a shot. That means Fur is in an awkward spot, and the cat play coming in as well. No one's watching for it. No one's even considering the flank, and Ethan doubles up, leaving Taco alone on B. Oh, doesn't need to do anything. KNG gets a kill from mid instead and backs off towards B. Double setup here for MIBR, but it's not going to be needed.
Oh, the molly in the site is missed, although now it spreads. Mayern's forced into the open. An unfortunate Molotov spread sees Tarek get the opener and a re-molly in to force Fallen out of position once again. It was Cirque to throw it this time around. I love that. They're holding back the short retake with this long Molotov. That is a very cool idea. But they still sit a man down. Ideas are just that. They have to show some action in this server. Ethan, not able. Oh, it's a collateral.
The double.
It's even worse. He got stuck on Goose, and now Circus to try and fly the nest solo. They get into the bomb site. Very little time left, and Fallen is holding down the angle. The double AWPs come in, and those two names that we talked about heading into this game immediately step up. KNG with 2, Fallen with 3.
Is so unfortunate. If he gets back into the angle, they're both safe from that AWP, and they likely win the round. But Fallen lines up a collateral, and Cirque looks for his revenge on the B site. It will be denied, a missed shot, but Ethan peeks out off the back of it. Are they ready for a close man? Taco spraying, and Ethan's got him in the face. No idea how those shots missed for Taco. Another molly on Breezy, but he's so far away coming in on this late lurk, expecting someone in tunnels. MIBR flash through the smoke. They go into the site. They're committed here. They've got to get the kills, as the bomb will blow them up if not. Cirque's found Mayern. With that kill first, just looking to get exits. He will get gifted someone. Ethan comes out as well. Nice shots from Fur, but again, meaningless kills as EG pick up the 5th round. Fallen, one more to fight. It is Cirque running away. Oh dear, getting lower, and Cirque blows up with a bomb anyway.
Oh, good deke from Maya, but not able to follow up. I tell you, is Fallen.
Yeah, it was Fallen. Imagine that.
Yeah, actually gets them both. Tarek deals with Taco, trying to flank through the tunnels, but uh-oh, that's the bomb dropped by KNG. That's a disaster. There's still plenty of time, but Fur, if he deals with this kill, he doesn't. He gets Breezy down so low. It falls now to KNG to try and deal with this, but he has got his hands on the AWP. However, this whole map is a mystery to him right now. He knows that Breezy was in mid, and he deals with him. Tarek now alone. The last thing that KNG knew was that he was in the upper tunnel, so he's very, very paranoid about this top flank coming in from behind. He might have just caught the timing here, moving into suicide, goes around past Tarek.
Oh, he's out.
Tarek grabs the bomb, and that's all he needs. KNG's going to spot that the bomb has been kind of like he double took it. What? Yeah. Hang on, it's gone.
He actually hears Tarek running there because he just ran around the corner. So there is the info. I was going to say he could have considered he went T-spawn to B, but no, he knows. And an open plant for Tarek should be his death, but KNG doesn't peek until after the bomb is down. He still hits a shot though. Oh, that is, a sigh of relief that round. Really pads their bank accounts out as they have a double open this one again. Fur's taking it off of spawn. Tarek taking his spawn out long. Oh no, he doesn't realize. They're in the smoke. They're trading places. He's shooting his teammates, but he does get away with a kill. His teammates stuck behind the blue boxes. Fallen needs to call in for support, but they don't realize. They don't check. And Mayern gets away with one. Bomb dropped. Trade is in. This is messy. This is pandemonia as Breezy will try and open up further onto the A site. It's denied by Fur's AWP. Cirque, the 1-on-3.
Oh, but that's one hell of a flick onto Fur. Now the bomb retrieved. Smoke down at the cross, but Cirque is not interested. Gets the bomb down and now has that to work with.
Molotov and 4 flashes between the 2 remaining MIBR players. Cirque crosses back over. A shot does come through. None of it is landing. Taco through the tunnels. KNG and CT spawn. Now the scaling project begins. Taco's going to get pushed by Cirque. There you have it. Krieg on top. It's 5 HP for Cirque, though. Oh, what a legend. KNG comes out with his deagle and puts it into the round.
Ryan can get flashed in by Fallen on this fight. He might just peek off the contact. There it is. Good flash and kill. Doubles it. Trade is in for Tarek, but that is significant damage done by MIBR. Taking out one of the key hitters that is Cirque. With the fast flicks, the faster fingers, Fallen looks to get in their face. Famas out, M4 at his feet, but doesn't want to swap out to a gun with low ammo, so he's just going to commit to this weapon. Fades, Tarek goes, and Fallen looks for more, but Ethan's just jiggling and making it hard to hit. Breezy misses his shot, but he does follow up with a kill, and somehow, someway, EG have made this one close.
Never say never.
Oh dear, Ethan deals with Taco, and he was the only man with any HP. KNG needs to deliver another big clutch, and Breezy is just mulling about over towards long. It's a scary time. There's almost the collateral there, and all the damage done to both players. Fallen on 2 points of health. Has retrieved the AWP at a very, very least, but that's not really much to look forward to. Ethan deals with Fur, trying to go aggressive. Taco now maybe going to have his time of limelight over here in the tunnels.
Bomb's going to head towards B. We've not seen Taco have to deal with any B plays this game, so now we're about to have I think the second B round for EG in this half, and Taco needs to be prepared. He needs to be ready. He's close on the angle. Breezy knows it, and he's going to go for the spray. Taco with one. He has to get every kill here. No support, no rotations. He's on an island. Pistol out. He does it alone, but there's still more work to be done.
Or did he make noise when he fell right there and spawned? They're so low on the MIBR side. Fallen will not miss that shot, and neither will Taco. He's held it down from the closet.
To try and get a man into CT, and indeed it is. KNG drops on down, does deal with Ethan. Cirque even gets tagged over at the B bomb site, and now this mid to B is well and truly underway. KNG, a second kill in this round, and Taco doing a good job of denying this tunnels push. Has locked in the B site for MIBR. They're going to find the round, and they go 7-9 now. Cirque's got to fall back off the angle, tries to get into the bomb site. Not the most incredible of sprays of KNG, but he does get the kill, and that's what matters most here for MIBR. They try and get across with no smokes down. A very ambitious push there from MIBR, and we'll call it that.
Yeah, they do. Taco with the peak off the rail into Tarek. Krieg's going to prove that it is a little bit more of a volatile weapon. And there you go. It's going to be what actually mops up the round. Breeze is going to hide out with his AWP that he has picked up, put on his back. He's going to head towards the B site. We're going to see MIBR up in this game.
Oh, what this smoke has done is it's forced to rotate out of B, because that's a smoke you throw when you're sending your lower default players up catwalk towards A, and EG have sort of fallen for it. They still have players in middle, but they don't have a heavy setup. This long flank is coming through, and that's going to give them info ahead of time. They now know this should be a B play, almost guaranteed, but that rotate hasn't come through from Tarek. He's just waiting in the spawn. Here are the Molotovs. Ethan waiting in the site. Hiding behind the Xbox, smoking the door. He's out on his own right now. He's got to do everything and more. And MIBR just aren't getting close. Tarek has done something from CT. Stan as well, coming in with a D. What is going on? What is happening? MIBR aren't making progress in the site. They're just sitting in the tunnels and taking the fight.
Wow.
What? And that's exactly where MIBR should be going. But I say that the bomb's actually out of here and joining the rest in middle. So maybe it's going to go for this mid play with the majority.
I love it. Love that smoke.
Yeah.
Look at that. Here is that mid play.
Yeah, no one from EG is allowed to even give this a look in. Now they got to hold these smokes, though. MIBR threw these in, and now they turn against them in this B hold. Wow. Luckily enough, you don't ever really want to be retaking this site a man down, and especially considering they've got no utility. They're still going to throw a man against the problem, and he just becomes a part of it, because now only 2 weapons saved for EG.
But still safely crossing to catwalk. Ethan's gone inside of the B site, and Cirque is up on the catwalk. He's going to walk over MIBR. And they need this long kill. They need to get Breezy out of the pit, but he's stalling. And he's being flashed out. Great timing, but the spray. Oh dear, it's not perfect. How is he alive? He gets the kill. He's spraying away. He's shaking around, but Fallen is still here. Taku has at least got the entry on the A site, but the bomb is not going to be able to join him. Taco's gone. Fallen saving. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Okay, he does manage to get it. You know, you take all that time lining up the shot.
That was actually calculated. That was 400 IQ from Fallen because he wanted the $300 kill reward of the Deagle rather than the $100 kill reward of the AWP. Yeah, you know, if you're going to abuse that spawn, you should at least have the util behind it. But MIBR, I feel like they've run out of ideas on this T side somewhat, and EG have reacted really, really well. Tarek getting aggressive in this round does get traded as MIBR chase him down.
They are ready. They are waiting. And MIBR, all that's left to do is try and run the gauntlet. Breezy looking to get in to this little simple spot. He gets himself up into the boost.
I think man was holding that to begin with, but He's just gonna go for it now.
with these catwalk smokes down, a lot of teams do just neglect to check that position, and it can counter it very, very well. MIBR get the bomb down, and this should be a 12th round on the board.
But he can't see anything as the smoke comes down and Molotov it off to delay the push from MIBR. They were setting up heavy in the tunnels. Now they're going to go back to mid. That's a safer decision right now. There's no one here for EG, and that's a miss smoke. That's not what you want from KNG. It was supposed to be towards a window. MIBR thrown it in the past to allow for these mid to be split, but no one's going to peek it anyway. They're looking for dry fights. They just need flashbangs.
Oh, Tarek flashed through the mid-smoke. Fallen turns back around and keep an eye on it. Ethan comes in with one in the meantime. This B-site hold needs to be everything, and it is. EG take it 16-13, 29 rounds, and they managed to get the job done.
Fast mid-play for MIBR. They are not waiting around here to kick off Inferno, but it's a tough cubby position, and Stan going to peek out to help out. Breezy doing some damage, but he's trapped. He's alone, and Fur is going to send him packing. Ethan in a 1-on-4, and he just can't hit a headshot. MIBR taking the pistol. EG have some really nice mollies. Breezy throws this like this deep Molotov down middle without peeking it that lands on the ramp, but it's not going to matter. MIBR are committing towards a B site, and the bomb's been dropped. Tarek with the first kill. This could get hairy. These are how these ecos fall apart, or these anti-ecos rather, as MIBR need to get the kills. EG stalling these fights, not giving them anything in the site, and Tarek's doubled up. The jump for Ethan
is going
finds
on here?
everyone, and it's all on Taco, stuck alone. The smoke's about to fade, and the terrible truths uncovered on the other side. EG, what a mess. Yeah, EG might even just have to save. They're so far away, they've got no util for the retake. There is a kit, at least.
Oh, dropped. Mayan followed up onto bomb dropped.
1 by 1.
Yep.
Oh,
Feeding them.
That's an ugly B-site take from MIBR, and it does get shut down very proficiently by EG, but they start to set up towards this A site. This play's got to be fast, and it's got to be successful. 3 players hunkered down inside of the A bomb site for EG, and that flashbang from Taco, perfect. The lineup for Cirque. Are they ready for Stanislaw? Oh, the bomb dropped. 15 seconds. They've got to get it. They've got to get it down. If a kill doesn't present itself fairly quickly, though, they might get turned off from this idea of retaking A.
Nothing yet. I'm excited to see MIBR on the CT side. Like I think Harry said.
Lots of nades fly into this site, and Cirque, quick on the trigger, fully blind, still deals with Taco. Ethan now trying to rise to the occasion, and he has slowed down this push.
Look
There's
at
no
Fur.
smoke
Again.
on the coffin. And yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 variants of the B take here for MIBR. Here's the first one. 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. Cross to the site. The molly was only in front of Pool. They can actually just walk towards Blue and get in. The molly didn't stop them from doing. It's always my biggest worry.
Yeah, that is, you know, even if you are just playing an ESCA puck, you're always scared that he's just going to appear, because that is how it feels to play against this man. That said, the flashbangs have made him disappear. There's the trade finally onto Fur. And MIBR might be about to steal a round away over here towards B. They've had a couple of unsuccessful rounds, so let's see if they can finally break through the mold. Cirque flash back into CT, tries to go through. Nice. KNG is already on the angle and is fully prepared for that push. MIBR, they finally managed to make it work. They're going to get this bomb down. Breezy isn't going to give this retake an attempt. And MIBR, they get the job done in this one. Oh, hang on a moment. They'd love to prove me wrong. It's going to be the apartments peak here into second mid, but he hears the footsteps going up into the apartments, and top mid decides against it, takes this fight close.
Oh, dear.
Oh, the Molotov's got him trapped, but that might be where Cirque does his best work yet. They get out into middle, and Mayan just about able to get that one locked in. Cirque goes down. And MIBR, they've got top mid control. Stanislaw and Breezy with this crossfire set up. A rotation coming in from Tarek, and Ethan starting to clear the banana. They are honing in on this B-site play. They've got the read, they've got the information. Fallen and KNG have turned it around, though, with a big couple of kills coming through. And it's KNG left to try and clutch this out. Now, his name has been synonymous with clutches for MIBR. But Ethan, over at the short side, catches him by surprise.
But even then, good stuff by Cirque.
Yeah, I mean, he was hoping that he could throw the smoke, one player would come through, he kills them, and then he's fine. But obviously, the second he gets that kill, they just push the smoke again and trade him. They know he's, got his gun out, and it's mid-animation, mid-reload, I guess.
Look
What
at
do
this.
you call that? It's not reload when you're pulling the bolt back, but
What?
the period of transition
you're
after you
cocking
shoot.
it,
Yeah,
right?
cocking
Like
it, I guess that works. Yeah, sure. I can't think of the word.
Charging, perhaps.
Charging. It's
I mean,
yeah, like a railgun.
Charging the bolt.
Yeah, I'm going to trust Trace on this
Yeah,
one.
I do.
Nah, don't trust me on these things, man, because someone might just tweet at us about the difference between a magazine and a clip.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well, KNG's looking for a clip, and he's had a few of them in this game. Cirque, how on earth does that miss? That looked dead on, and that could have been a very, very huge kill to come through. Instead, he gets naded, and now they've just got to back out of the round. MIBR are going to keep this one close, but it might be about to get even worse. Fur is in the back line, and he's hungry for these kills. It's just Breezy. And life not looking easy over here in CT spawn. They are closing in. Does manage to dispatch a Fallen.
Oh, perhaps chambering.
Yeah.
I mean, you're chambering the round
there
at the
it
same
is.
time.
Yeah, that's
there
a
you
great
go.
way of... Yeah, perfect. Oh my god, look at Tarek. He's playing anti-flash in the pool. He's just hoping they don't, go in dry, but the Molotov is there for Ethan. Tarek timing it to perfection, but he looks away, and the molly, the flash rather hits him. They don't check it, they don't see him. The molly, oh my god, Tarek with 3.
Wow.
How has he made this happen? He's done the improbable, and now EG just have to close it. It's KNG and Taco in a 2-on-3. Hey.
And Ethan just secures it, hopping around.
Again, they did it with less. Good grenades. KNG burning to a crisp, but he's down to 10. They don't finish off the job, but he just hangs around in the corner. Could flash. They're going to push off the back a bit. Oh, the spray almost connects to KNG. He gets in the corner. He gets alive for a second time, and Ethan won't be able to stop him, but...
Flash is good, and that allows Taco the kill onto Cirque. Pressure applied towards the A-bomb site. And EG, what a gamble. They're going to move both players away from B. This feels like the perfect play right now. MIBR still very committed, 40 seconds. They do still have maybe a chance to go back, but with how committed they are to the bomb site, they've got to go, and they are walking into so many players. Everyone is here, and KNG, last man left, gets put in the ground, 8-7.
I wonder if it's going to draw heavy rotations, though, because it's been so long and they've spotted players in second mid. So are MIBR going to fall for this? The push actually comes in quite early in apartments. They don't even give time for the rotates to happen. And we actually have plenty of players here, but Breezy and Ethan combine for the kills and take down Mayan and Taco. Good headshot angles, and Fallen finds one of his own. Got to get out through the library, but he is getting read like a book, and Tarek has him on the lurk for late off of B, thanks to that utility. And, well, he's going to be saving his armor. BR still trying to get up to that spot again. Not easy, though, in the current meta. Taco flash into mid, but they're fast. He's actually going to bail. Oh, they show a lot of presence up top mid. They show the bomb. It forces a rotate. They run through the smoke, and that is such a great call. Stanislav finding the kill to get it done. Surely, Fur can put up a fight. There's no smoke in the CT spawn. He's got a chance, and he's dropped 2 as well, buying time for the rotates that do put EG in the grave and circle the coffin, looking to clutch it out. He's getting spammed. Down to 20. Breezy coming late up Banana. The bomb's planted for him, but he is all that stands.
Yeah, a lot of work to do for someone who's always looked good for EG. This is a huge ask, and KNG's on the angle. MIBR are going to steal this 8th round.
MIBR are leaving the B bomb site open. Or the Banana, rather. They have no information. So they're just going to commit with this triple setup. The flash out the apartments. Mayan's blind in the pit. And he will peek out wide, dropping the bomb. There's a team kill in all of this madness. Ethan taking down Breezy. Mayan's buying so much time by staying alive. And he's still got the bomb in the ground as well. 30 seconds. EG need to get that package back under control. Mayan, how the hell is he still here? Finally, he's not. Tarek takes him down through the smoke. And EG not rushing the plant. They want the kills instead. And they are delivering them to the doorstep. Cirque waiting for the library repeak. And Fur is all that stands.
Yeah, the timing has allowed Taco to push down these apartments. After that smoke was thrown out there, catches Breeze off guard with it. Can he get another one, or is Tarek, Mr. Content himself, going to be on the lesser, just barely gets away?
It's going to be the A plate. Flashes to come over, not needed. Tarek gets a contact kill. Cirque follows up in middle. And MIBR, 1 man left in the site. He will be gone without a fight. Even with a flash, and Ethan gets a kill before he's traded. That's impressive. Cirque again baiting an orb shot mid, but there's no one here to fire off fast. KNG's backed up short.
Yeah, that bomb is all the way back at T-Ramp, but at this point, if you're EG, you've spotted this triple hold over towards Banana, and now they start to pressure the A side of the map. With that kill coming in, it wouldn't surprise me if we see them maybe look to group one up, but no, actually they realize this is going to pull the rotations away from the B site. They know that all the pressure is on MIBR. They're up against match and series points. So if there ever was a time for MIBR to gamble on the back of these kills coming in, it is now. And this is the perfect read from Stanislaw. MIBR, they've realized they rotate back. Fallen already in position over towards CT. Fur here as well, spams through that smoke. There is a flash on MIBR to try and set him and Fur up for the retake, but Cirque tries to go over, does get shut down. MIBR's flash has to do a hell of a lot. Now it's got to do more than ever, my word. He's 1v3. His clutch stats have been impressive, but this one might be one clutch too far. Breezy shut down. Tarek on the angle close, and he'll solidify it. EG, they take this one convincingly. 16-8 over MIBR.